If it comes to blows, I don't intend to swing first.
That just means Jack will get sneak attack damage off for Lady Nocturne. Just kidding.
That's going to be a clip.
These two conversations speak really well for the future of this season.
Yeah.
Good evening, fellow geeks. Welcome back to Stolen Fate. We're on episode 6 or something. We've got the whole crew together. We're joined by the whole team of Tori, Izzy, M, Katie, and myself. And last time we left off, you guys just met each other for the first time, at least the two pairs of you. You got interrupted in your meeting of potentially forming a pantheon with your different gods. We found out that Caden is sponsoring Rue. We found out that Nethys is sponsoring Lady Nocturne. And then before you could complete that pantheon, you were very rudely interrupted by Willem, who decided to steal all of the deck of destiny that you've worked so hard to get, and then also threw a bunch of demons at you, which you guys dispatched pretty easily. Lady Nocturne got a little beat up, but not without lashing it back, and that is where we are at. You guys are currently still on the island in the middle of Aslan, with a bunch of dead demons around you, and a very beat up Lady Nocturne that just got healed to consciousness.
Yeah, I don't know what Willem was thinking. Given our track record against demons is 100% success rate, I don't know why.
Those were some incredibly powerful demons.
Yeah,
to be fair.
I'm just saying it's encouraging that he continues to underestimate us.
Okay.
With that, I put it to you guys. What are you doing?
Lady Nocturne is laying on the ground, right? Is not laying on the ground. That she's too. She pulls out one of those like tripod chairs and just sits on it.
My lady, would you mind if I treated your wounds?
Oh, go right ahead. Thank you, my dear.
I'm going to shoot for a DC 30, Chase. I get to it.
Whoa. Is Grunk now talking to Chase? Is that part of his mythic abilities?
Yeah.
When did this happen?
This is +1. I get a critical success. You're going to
max healing because we're out of combat.
Oh! Okay.
How much is that?
So 62 healing for you. Literally 6 seconds of Grunk. Some spritzes.
Whoa, that was the 6-second one?
It's pretty incredible.
Is it 62?
62.
Yeah.
Rue steps
I was like,
around
I killed you
Crunk.
so well.
Damn. Lady, you are okay?
Yeah, I've been better, but I will live.
Here. A potion.
Oh,
Rue,
don't
take one of
bother.
hers.
Here, allow me.
Lay of hands.
Lay of hands?
I love how there's
No.
there's competing happening to like who can take care of.
There's a beautiful glow, and I can remove some of your conditions with this as well, but it looks like Chase already removed them.
Yeah, you didn't. They didn't have any left.
All right, perfect.
Right.
Not to offend you, Miss Kangaroo?
Were you going to call me a kangaroo?
No, I would refuse to do. That would be rude. Rude.
That's
sorry.
pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
No, it's pretty funny.
I just find that it is best to keep consumables for emergency situations, and I can recover my magic shortly.
Seems sound enough to me.
Something we have been lacking so far on this journey.
We've managed.
I'm-
have.
Not a strong healer, but I have some abilities. And I am so sorry. I need to check in with Jack. Are you both feeling quite well? No
Yes,
collapsing while I'm gone?
No.
Good.
Who has the map, Jack and Crunk?
We pointed, the last time we interacted with it was we pointed in the town square, right?
Mhm.
I'm going to guess Jack has it because he stole it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm guessing
Because
Jack
he
has it. And Jack,
stole it.
while this whole exchange has been happening, by the way, Jack has been carefully walking the battlefield like in a 10-foot square, picking up all 52 of the cards that he flurried to become hidden.
That's so funny.
Not
So
the
he
deck
can,
of Destiny cards, just
No,
other
no,
cards.
just other worthless Haro cards. He wants to recover a deck, and it takes a minute to do so, Chase. So Jack is just off by himself, picking up cards and putting them back in his little deck box.
Oh, also, Chase, do I still have the deck that we got from the Snake Lady?
You sure do.
Okay, I don't have I don't think I have it on my
You
sheet.
got a deck from Hajek?
Yes. Let's see. I will find that and put that in
Ooh.
here.
See,
how
Tori, we knew about this actually. We were told that
interesting.
she had another deck that was very powerful, and we were upset about it. And that was one of the first things that Kronk asked when we came through the portal was,
Oh.
did she have a deck?
Yes.
Okay,
And then
I
you
missed
demanded
that.
it, and Lady Nocturne said no.
Yeah, that's fair.
I missed that in the very biased recap from Katie. Who seemed to skim over that detail.
Accurate recount.
There were some, shall we say, exaggerations.
Which make good stories.
You're not wrong.
See? It's a perfect recap.
While they're away from us looking at the map, I'm going to pull out my cursed compass. Does it still point?
Okay.
Is it pointing to anything, or is it dormant now?
Yeah, when you pull out your compass, it does something it's never done before, where it flips itself open and a red beam arches from the compass to Jack's bag.
Well, that's new.
Jack reflexively tries to dodge this.
I get in front of it.
Yeah. He like makes a reflex save,
Like cats with
and
a
I
laser
assume
pointer.
it just like tethers. Like he just like dodges, which is impossible. And he's like, "What the hell?"
Behind my shield, Jack!
Wait, hold.
It goes
Whoa.
right through Crunk and to Jack's bag.
After a
I'm
moment when
dying.
Jack, I've been hit. After a moment when Jack realizes this is not painful or doing anything immediately, he'll step out from behind Crunk. Birch is still frantically gathering the last of the playing cards on the ground.
Raccoon walking around with the
Yes,
full of cards.
exactly. And Jack peeks behind.
Ruse
Something
just-
going on over there?
Well, this is a new thing.
It hasn't done that before.
Mm-hmm.
See,
What
ever since
is it?
the first of the hero cards appeared on my person, this particular object, which sat dormant doing nothing in my shop, began to point us in the direction of any of the Haroken. It is how we have collected, or had collected, the cards that we previously had. This particular compass comes from a sunken ship. According to the tales, the compass was not functioning properly and led a ship directly into sharp rocks. Among many of the objects in my shop, it is considered to be cursed, but it has proven a very useful tool for us.
A cursed object pointing at my bag.
Yes, this is, as I said, this is new.
Jack, perhaps we should find out what exactly in your bag it is pointing at.
Yeah, I'm on it. Jack will dig around in his bag and lift out things like, nope, not this. Nope, not
Give
this.
us a couple examples
And-
of what you're pulling out.
I was actually going to look through what I have in my bag. Pulls out a pulsing red crystal. Actually, I bet Lady Nocturne might know what that is. I don't know if Rue would. I don't remember what kind of check it is, Chase, on the legend core.
Oh yeah,
That I
Lady
still
Nocturne would
have.
know what it is.
It's a legend core, Lady Nocturne.
He knew.
So-
Ah.
Izzy doesn't know what this is.
Yeah, so a legend core is something that is extremely rare, and it's what a lot of the mythical artifacts of legend are supposedly made of. God-killing weapons and impenetrable armors and just like something like a deck of many things.
Most curious.
I'm gonna say Jack still doesn't know what it is, so that's why he pulls it out so casually, because it's still just a big red weird crystal. So nope, not that. He pulls out a chime of opening, pulls out a wand, pulls out some scrolls, he pulls out like a string of poison vials, the eye of what is it? The lens of the outreaching eye, and then finally he'll pull out the map.
Keep going. I'm just kidding. It's pointing to the map.
You asked me about the map, Chase.
Yeah, the beam points to the map.
Oh, we just got this earlier today. I don't know. We lost a lot of time in the desert there, Crunk. I'm not actually sure how much time passed there. But we've gotten this recently, and it led us to some cards. Jack will actually open it and see if there are any more birds that he can see on the map.
When you open the map, Lady Nocturne, you feel it's not like a sharp tug, but you do feel like that compass is trying to pull away from you, as if like there's a strong magnet trying to grab it.
I believe these two items are meant to work in concert.
And there's no birds left on the map, Jack.
Well, seems like all the cards got scooped up. Jack will reluctantly head over. Birch has gathered all the cards now, so Jack will scoop those into his box and reluctantly walk over to Lady Nocturne with the map.
That crystal, by the way, I would recommend keeping
The weird red one?
I'd recommend keeping it out of view.
Why? What is it? I meant to ask someone. Jack gets kind of wistful all of a sudden. But I didn't have a chance. And things have been a little hectic since then, so mind filling me in?
It's a legend core used to create items of mythical power. God-killing weapons, that sort of thing.
Oh, that's convenient. It just so happens I know of a recent god who needs some killing. I'm talking about the asshole who showed up.
Oh, is he a god now?
Monologue.
Would we consider him a god? That's... I think asshole fits very well.
I mean, I'm not saying he's worthy of worship. I just mean he's kind of operating on a godlike level, wouldn't you say?
There's clearly a measure of ascension. I don't know why we're quibbling over details.
Yeah, because gods are, well, gods. And then there's that
Did you not notice how all of the gods scattered when he showed up?
I'm still not going to call him a god.
I believe that is his intention, however. But I believe he will have to actually have the time to do a hero reading first, but who knows how long that would take.
Well, given that he's just taken all of the cards, I'm guessing we don't have a lot of time before that happens.
Would I have an idea of, is that like a thing that takes some setup, Chase, or is it like a pretty quick action to just be like, well, here we go, hero reading?
Why don't you roll me either a craft or an occultism?
Could I acknowledge this too, Chase?
Yeah, or a horror lore.
I know horror lore.
Same.
Well, today is not starting off to a great start. 33.
Curse lore would actually apply for this as
Oh,
well.
well, I have that too.
40.
Curse lore.
Oh, Rue. Nice. Nat 20.
43.
Oh, wow. Legendary and horror lore too. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so...
Crunk just dying inside.
The one thing that I specifically took levels in to be good at. This newfangled person's like, I'm a better tank and knowledge on horror lore.
No. So, Jack, you know nothing.
Okay. Great. Excellent. As usual.
We're opening in at a good spot.
The rest of you would know that the horror reading would take at least several days. It's a very intense ritual that's going to require doing the reading very slowly and doing a lot of work in between.
Yeah, I don't think we have much time at all. That takes like, I don't know, 30 minutes. Why hasn't he done it already, actually? Are we just screwed?
We have, from my understanding, we have a few days.
Have you never done a Haro reading?
Have you?
Have you?
All right. I don't see
Maybe
any
we're not
reason for
talking
everyone to get
about the
upset.
same-
Jack's asking a normal question here.
Rue, you would also know a little extra, which is that it could even take a little bit longer if the deck is not already bound to Willem. And investing the deck as a whole is a lengthy process that could take 1 or more days, and even longer if the deck was already invested to somebody else.
Which parts of it were?
By the looks of it, yeah.
Rue thinks. You both had cards invested on yourself, yes?
Yeah.
It will take even longer because he must reinvest them in himself, plus do the reading, which does take longer than 30 minutes. It takes several days.
It's a lengthy ritual, which means we have time if we can figure out where he went.
We
what?
Well, if we can find a way back to the hag, Jack kind of looks at Crunk. We did just get that crystal ball. Do you think there's any way we could find our way back to Haro Court?
I hadn't even considered that could be complicated without the deck. There's a moment where Crunk is absolutely rocked with the idea that he won't be able to go home again.
There's got to be a way. I mean, think of all of the intruders we had.
Yeah, and if it takes time to invest the deck, then perhaps there is. Look, we still have a connection. I feel a connection with some of the cards that I had invested. I need a moment to pray.
Jack stifles an eye roll. He stops himself and just sighs. Sure.
Thank you. And then you guys see Crunk walk over to this pile of rubble and then just slowly lay flat on his back, fold his arms, and close his eyes as if he's going to take a quick little nap.
Rue leans over to Jack. Is that normal?
Almost nothing about him is, but is this typical? Yes.
That is the word I was looking for. All right.
But yeah, it's the whole Desna thing, goddess of dreams or whatever. He takes a nap, he wakes up, he feels better. Who doesn't, right?
That's true.
At my age, naps are risky. About a...
Oh my god!
Sorry, hold on.
That was so good.
Let me
No, that's staying
Let me
in!
try it again. At my age, naps are risky. You either wake up feeling refreshed, or you wake up wondering what century it is.
I remember that one time that you did wake up, and it was alarming.
Everything hurts.
How old are you exactly?
That's an extremely rude question, my dear.
I think we're kind of past the point of manners. We've all just been thrown together in some kind of cosmic twist of fate, trying to save the entire universe.
Hey, Jack!
Fair enough.
Yeah,
I'm
I thought you
trying
were
to
sleeping.
sleep, so you would have the courtesy of whispering.
Jack does roll his eyes this time, and he stomps farther away from Crunk.
I had originally put 47, but I'm actually going to do an audible here and say that Nocturne's a little older. I'm going to give her another decade.
Yeah.
Love it. What did you guys do with the map and the compass?
Oh yeah, we
Did you
should
guys do anything with that?
we should actually try uniting them. We got a little distracted.
Yeah.
We should make them
Jack will
kiss.
stomp farther away from Crunk and kind of motion for the others to follow him.
Point of order, is Jack capable of stomping?
If he wants to, yes.
Okay.
He's not incapable of not sneaking. He just is by default. So he has to make the conscious effort to make more noise.
It's
Actually,
just a
he does
funny
because
image.
Crunk gave him a hard time about being quiet. So Jack walks loudly farther away.
It's really disrespectful.
Lady Doctor stands up, puts her little folding chair away, gets out her cane, and kind of walks over to join Jack. Shall we see what these two items want with each other?
Sure, I guess.
Actually, is this thing right here? Is that like a dais where there used to be a statue?
Yeah.
Is it pretty
the
flat?
Statues toppled over here. Yep.
All right. Why don't you come over here, Jack? Lay your map out on the dais, and
Jack will step over and he'll kind of eye both of you. Like, he sort of takes a minute and hesitates. And mechanically, I don't need to roll chase, but basically he's sensing motive. Like, he clearly does not trust you guys, and he's not making an effort to hide this.
I know our initial meeting was not ideal. So, if it would help you gain trust, feel free to ask me anything you wish.
What do you want with these cards?
My intention was to keep them away so no one else could use them.
So why not give them to me and Crunk, for example?
Well, when we
once
first
you
met,
knew we were trustworthy.
well,
Would you now, if you still had the cards to give?
I'm not sure yet.
I think the level of trust in you is the same that you're showing us. So, I mean, no, not right now.
Whatever. Actually, Shaq takes one more moment, and he kind of glances at the raccoon on his shoulder, and he's gonna think to Birch Chase.
Mm-hmm.
What do you make of this whole thing? You sniffing weird stuff in the air, or should I just go with this?
I mean, Crunk's over there, so not really. Just kidding, kid. Gotta keep it light.
Hilarious.
I mean, our dear Lord in Shadow seemed to trust him.
I don't know if that's actually an emotion that our dear Lord in Shadow can experience, but...
Well, if he's apparently capable of seeing everyone's secrets and he's putting you into it, unless you're not trusting him.
Fine. Alright, Jack will
Kind
not...
of like that drunk, too.
He took one of the bottles, though. I hope he left some.
I mean, you took him first, to be fair.
It wasn't stealing. He could have stopped me. Anyway, actually, can you check the bag and make sure there are at least a couple left? And then Jack will look back to you two, still clearly guarded, but lay the map on the dais.
Birch puts his head all the way in the bag of holding and starts looking around.
Okay.
I'm going to take out the compass and set it down on top of the map.
Yeah, as you let go of it, it snaps towards the center of the map, as if magnetized. And once it hits the map, it has a bright blue glow, and the compass transforms into a golden bracelet that has little compass iconography engraved around it of the different directions and kind of like a compass flower that you would see on different maps. The map appears to be unaffected except for one change, which is out in the middle of the ocean in the corner, like the southwestern corner of the map. You see a little picture of a castle appear.
Does this castle look familiar in any way?
It looks like Harrowcourt.
Oh.
I am going to pick up the amulet and investigate it for a moment.
A bracelet?
Yes, sorry. I'm going to pick up the bracelet and
you're good.
investigate it for a moment.
It feels magical, feels like you can attune to it.
What do you think it is, lady?
I do not believe I have detect magic of any kind.
Doesn't look like it.
I don't think I do, so I can do a...
I rolled a 45 occultism as Jack is looking at it too, for himself.
You're not exactly sure what it does, Jack, but it looks like it can probably interact with the map in some way if you were to have the bracelet invested. Lady Nocturne, you're not sure.
Well, so far it seems that...
Would you mind if I took a look? Jack holds up his hands like, just asking.
As long as you return it to me. It was my compass, after all. I hand it to you.
Jack picks it up very deftly and kind of takes a closer look. And then he will... I'll de-invest my ring of discretion for a moment. So his weapons appear usually he appears unarmed. So his weapons appear now, and he'll try and invest this bracelet.
Excellent. Yeah, it invests, and you feel it when you invest it. You feel a warm energy coming from the map.
Jack thinks for just a second about trying to take this, grab Crunk, and
Rue
leave.
is
But
eyes on Jack, like.
But you see his eyes just for a second, Rue, just flick toward Crunk just for a moment, and then he takes another breath, and I'll de-invest it, basically, Chase, and I hand it back to Lady Nocturne. I say,
Okay.
something to do with the map, and there's only one new location on here, so I am thinking it'll probably, hopefully be our key back to Harrow Court.
Well...
And his weapons disappear again as he reinvests his ring.
That's cool.
Seeing as you possess the map and I possess the key, all the more reason to work together for now.
Sure. All friendly.
Lady Nocturne is going to slip the bracelet on, and I will invest to it.
Yeah, when you invest it, the same thing. You feel a warmth coming from the map.
While you ponder your new jewelry, I'm gonna go check on my slumbering friend, see what he makes of all this. Jack quickly rolls the map back up before Lady Nocturne or anyone can examine it too closely.
Meanwhile, Crunk,
Yes.
you're in a nice, peaceful sleep. Your meditation connects you to the dream worlds, not to be confused with the dream lands.
They're very different.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you find yourself in a beautiful, warm orchard, smell of flowers filling the air, butterflies fluttering around, kind of an ethereal glow to everything. Desna is in front of you as you're meditating. My dreamer, I'm so sorry of what just happened. Are you okay?
Yes, we made it out, but why did you have to flee?
It's complicated. This man is aware of our weaknesses.
What do you
We
mean
had to leave
weaknesses?
or risk something dire happening.
That's probably beyond my understanding. I have faith in you, my lady.
We can return soon. The Pantheon can be formed. Morgerber's working on a way back as we speak.
Well, I'm sure the Father of Secrets will find his way soon. But, my lady, I must ask, are we really meant to trust this Rue and Nocturne?
Trust is a difficult thing. I cannot say for certain. I can see bits into the future, but the future is not set. Not yet. That is why this deck must not remain whole. A set future is a dangerous future.
What can we even do at this point? He's gone with the cards. Isn't the quest nearly over in a few days' time? He's going to be all powerful.
Intervention for us has reached as far of a stretch as it can, and I'm not sure how much further we can aid you, aside from lending you our power. You should remain on this path. That's why I brought you back. The deck is meant for you. You must try to find him. As for trusting the others, I know Caden may be a bit on the mouthy side, but in my experience with him, he is kind and he has the interest of the world in mind.
And you think that extends to his follower? That she is kind and has everyone else's best interest in mind?
If his interests align with ours, as I believe they do, I cannot imagine he would pick a champion that wouldn't want the same.
And Lady Nocturne?
Nethys is a bit more unpredictable. Many of us view him as dangerous, but he also seems to have the greater interest in mind.
And this question is perhaps disrespectful, but why didn't you warn us about Victoria? Why didn't you tell us that Willem, who was living with us in our midst, in our home, why was this concealed? You say there's limits to your power, but you can, the direction that you can give me, but something. You planted that butterfly on Jack, and I knew that I was supposed to help Jack, and now Jack is supposed to be helping me. I don't see your vision.
I did not place a butterfly upon Jack. That is a symbol and a hope that you found within your own comforts.
What? I have trusted in Jack so blindly, and then there was that moment where it changed, and I fought my way back to this trust because I believed that you had given me this sign, and you're saying it was a figment of my desperate imagination to have a friend?
It's not a figment of your imagination, Crunk, to trust in somebody. I know that in your past you have been burned many times, but you are a good judge of character. Jack may be troubled, but he seems to be on a similar righteous path to you, even if he doesn't know it.
It must be really hidden from all of us.
This is why I say that the web of deities is complicated. This is exactly why we need to keep free will and an undetermined future sacred. If there's all of these signs and if they can be interpreted clearly, then nothing matters anymore. There's no room for growth. There's no room for love. There's no room for good, and there's no room for evil, which may seem a good thing, but without evil there is no good. Without effort there is no rest.
And what do I have left to fight with? Can I even get to Harrowcourt anymore?
This, I believe you can. The rest of us are trying to find you again. I believe the most safe location that we can meet you is at Harrowcourt.
You can reach
If you
Harrowcourt?
can find your way back there, then we can meet you there.
Understood. Okay.
Somebody has been praying to me, trying to find you.
Who?
They worship at the shrine in Absalom.
Should I meet them? Or
That
is
is up
that
to you.
my choice? Ah, yes, I had a terrible, sick feeling in the pit of my mouth tummy. All right. I will go find them.
I understand this frustrates you and that you wish to put unending, unwavering faith in me. That is not what I ask. I appreciate your devotion. I respect your devotion. But you need to be seeing your own inner strength instead of just seeing my strength in you, Crunk.
That is easier said than done.
I chose you as my champion, not for unquestioning loyalty, but for strength, for honor, and for good.
Those are high expectations. But I will do my all to live up to them.
You always have.
I
think it's time for me to wake up now.
When you say that, you wake up.
Jack is perched over you, Crunk. Sorry, I didn't feel like I should wake you because I thought that would be bad.
Sacrilegious.
Yeah, something like that. Do you have a good dream, vision,
Yes.
prayer?
We are to meet the gods in Harrowcourt.
Oh, good. More god powwows. My favorite.
Norgabur is trying to find a way there as we speak.
I have no doubt.
There's also someone I need to meet at Desna's shrine in Absalom.
Okay, we'll add it to the list. Who is this someone? Can they help us?
I don't know.
Okay. Jack adds it to his mental list, and then he pulls out the map. I think we may have found a way back to Harrowcourt, but unfortunately, it's going to require those two. He nods back toward Lady Nocturne and Rue. We did a cute little cursed compass magic map thing. Compass turned into a bracelet. I did invest it for a second. I gotta be honest, Crunk. I thought about leaving them behind, but I thought that maybe you wouldn't like that. And also, I thought that Norgabur might be kind of pissed, so I didn't do that. And I gave the bracelet back. Look, growth! Aren't you so proud of me?
Crunk resists everything in him to give Jack a big hug. And instead, he is just going to grin shamelessly and give a little nod. Yes, Jack. I am proud of you. I think that... And he pauses for a second and realizes he genuinely means this. I think that when it comes down to it, you make the right choice.
Okay.
And I decided that. Like, I know that.
Cool. Thanks. He just sort of pats your shoulder spike. Anyway, this is what I'm talking about. He unfurls the map and points to the little corner castle. Look familiar?
Looks like home.
Yeah. And I am eager to get back there, but I can't help feeling like I've heard this one before. Bringing new people into Harrowcourt that we just met with no further knowledge of their dealings or their intentions, and just blindly trusting.
I'm going to say something out of character, Jack.
Jack, pretends to brace himself.
I
Okay.
think that perhaps the best option is to work with them without trusting them yet.
I'm sorry. Did you go to sleep and become a different person?
I know. A lot of things were revealed to me.
You were only asleep for 5 minutes.
Honestly, Desna kind of rocked my shit. I was taken aback. She said some things that I was certain was wrong, but apparently apparently I just know things and I trust myself more, and that's kind of bullshit, but we're gonna test it and see what happens.
Okay, well, I will let you and Desna figure that out. But I think that's a good plan. And honestly, that's what's kept me alive thus far. I kind of lost sight of that. And people ended up dead, so...
Jack, I was the one that influenced you to trust people you shouldn't. I am so deeply sorry from just every ounce of my being. I think I was trying to make you more like me,
And maybe I should have been a little more like you.
I don't know if anyone should be like me, but maybe we can agree we both tripped a little along the way. But more importantly, and Jack crouches. Well, no. Are you still on the ground this whole time?
No,
Did
I
you get up
probably
from your
clambered
nap?
to my feet at some point here.
I didn't know if we were having a cute little crouch or what.
Just squatting on the ground.
Yeah. But Jack will move up to you and put his hand on your more regular shoulder, and he'll say, "More importantly, you stuck with me, and so far." Jack looks around exaggeratedly. If you don't count a magic raccoon, you're the only one who's done that. Ever. So he just slaps your shoulder. Thanks.
Well, yeah. Of course.
Found it. And Birch pulls out the alcohol from your bag of holding.
Perfect timing, Birch.
Ah,
All right. I'm going to need some of this
Me
if
too.
we're going to go to Harrow Court. I'll just take it from the bottle and give it to Crunk, and then I'll
you give
start
it to
walking
Krunk.
back over.
Krunk's gonna take it, and he takes a swig, and then he's going to just pour some down his armor, and then hand it back
This
to
is
you.
after Jack has... Okay. What? You can keep that, actually.
No. I poured it through the top, and it lapped it up, within the
Yeah,
armor. So,
but I know that it went to your mouth tummy, and now I can't unthink about that. So you can just hold on to this. I've got another. It's fine.
well, thanks. And then he's just gonna fit the bottle into a slot in his armor. And this is probably weird for Rue and Nocturne to be witnessing, but the bottle
Yeah.
just slowly drains, and there's no puddle on the ground.
So can we do a meanwhile?
Yeah, because you guys are over there having your wonderful heart-to-heart.
Yeah.
We're not really paying attention, so as soon as Jack walks away, I'm going to cast telepathy. What do you make of them, Rue?
Rue perches up on the pedestal. Well, the one, Jack, he's very broody. The other one, Kronk, is devoted. I mean, they look like they make a good pair. Untrusting, but if they've gone through trials similar to ours, I could see why that would be the case. Do I think they might kill us? Kind of. I do think that. Lady, what do you make of them?
Jack's untrustworthy nature certainly concerns me. I'd like to try and gain their trust. That would definitely help with the killing us department. They seemed rather eager to kill us, or at least me, until their gods intervened.
I think that would be for both of us. That we could have ended up dead easily.
And I must say as well, Krunk's devotedness is a concern to me as well.
I don't know if that concerns me so much. I mean, it is a fellow of Desna. Desna is not harmful gods, as far as I know. But we... And Rue cannot help but, grab Nocturne's shoulder. We saw gods today. It's incredible.
It's rare, at least.
Have a little more excitement than that, lady. We saw 4 gods.
Nocturne's like, yeah, they threatened me.
We did, and 3 of them threatened me. Also,
Okay,
this conversation is
I will
happening
protect-
mentally, so it's mentally, and then in the middle of the conversation, Rue just grabs my shoulder and is excited, but we're still telepathically communicating.
I know that yes, that was a problem, and not that we could have done anything to stop it, because they're gods, and that's worrisome, but that seems to have passed now.
Are you aware of what gods are, Rue?
what they are. Powerful beings.
Powerful people. Flawed, dangerous, with more power than they deserve.
Man, Willem and Lady Nocturne should be buddies.
That's what I was thinking.
Are you... You wouldn't go after the same thing that asshole that tried to kill us was doing, right?
I must admit, he had a point, however. His methods are abhorrent. And there is the other factor of the Haro deck that still concerns me. Elimination of the gods is not worth the destruction of free will. In that, the gods and I do agree.
Rue visibly relaxes. Okay, I thought maybe that's, of course, where you were going. And her thoughts cut off as she sees Crunk jam the bottle into his armor. What is happening?
Don't stare, dear. It's rude.
I cannot help it. So, we work with them? Maybe we don't kill each other until we figure out what's going on. I'm not saying that we do kill them, by any means. That sounds like a lot of work. Anyway,
I think we work with them, but we watch our backs and watch each other's backs.
I think that is agreeable.
If it comes to blows, I don't intend to swing first.
I will follow your lead, lady.
You always have.
That just means Jack will get sneak attack damage off for Lady Nocturne. Just kidding.
That's gonna be a clip.
These two conversations speak really well for the future of this season.
Yeah.
Expect full-on PvP in episode 13.
Yeah, we'll
Right,
see.
no
We'll
kidding.
see. Yeah, check back with us in a few episodes.
All right, Jack. So you were walking over to Rue and Nocturne, correct?
Yeah, I assume with Crunk kind of in tow, a few paces behind.
Yeah.
You probably caught the "don't stare" as rude as you're walking back over.
Rue is staring.
I don't mind. Jack says it sarcastically as if Rue was admiring him. And they're clearly staring at Crunk. So, the place on the map.
Yes, the castle.
Yeah, we're familiar with it. Very familiar with it.
It's called Haro Court. It's our home.
Oh, lovely.
Jack kind of shoots Crunk a look like, okay, like one little piece of information at a time. Actually, I guess he can think this because we still are telepathic.
That's so funny. You guys have two telepathy conversations going on.
Just like
Say you have trust issues without saying you have trust
Yeah.
issues.
Literally without saying it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was our home up until very recently, before our dear friend Willem kicked us out, and kind of trashed it.
A pox on his name.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Right.
friend is out at this point. Okay.
Anyway, I think that bracelet might help us get to it,
It's worth a shot.
and I think that would be a good thing.
Telepathically, I say to Rue, well, the big one seems to be a little dense. That's useful.
Hey. I think he's nice.
He is. I will give him that. Right. Shall we give it a try?
The way this map generally works is we could just touch it and then we teleport there. So my thought is perhaps if you, with your bracelet, touched it, the magnetic pull between the two objects should pull you to the place, even though it shouldn't maybe have as many powers as before. Because before it took us to cards, and now it's supposed to take us back to Haro Court, which in mental, it's like, Jack, can I tell them that it's in a like separate plane of existence, or is that like not okay?
Let's just say it's really far away.
It's really far away.
Jack will unfurl the map and he'll just hold it out like toward Lady Nocturne, but keeping a firm grasp on it, and says, I don't know if we all gotta be like, you know, kumbaya holding hands or whatever, but maybe just everyone hold on to somebody.
Yes. Just in case it is a touch component, we should all touch. Not in a strange way, of course. And while I do have a musk, I apologize. I can't prevent it.
Right. I'm gonna put a hand on Ruth's shoulder.
I don't think they like
Jack
you very much, Jack.
Rue's laughing. Like, that's...
Nothing personal, but the bracelet is on my left hand, and Rue is standing to the right of me.
Oh!
Jack
They
will
can hear
elbow
my
Crunk and
thoughts.
think.
Oh, sorry. Never mind. I didn't realize that was a thought conversation.
No, it probably was very obvious. Crunk is not a good liar or anything like that.
It's probably
so
just
Crunk
in
is
body
probably just
language
staring.
and face.
Yeah. Jack will elbow Crunk and think to him, Caden was trying to set you up with Rue, right? Why don't you go grab her shoulder or whatever. I don't know.
I don't think anybody would like that.
Okay, fine. Jack will take a half step toward Rue and hold out his hand. He's got one hand on the map and he'll hold out his hand to Rue.
Oh, you're a gentleman.
I don't bite, usually.
Hard.
He like winks at her, and then he looks at Crunk like for Crunk to put his hand on his shoulder or something.
Bam!
Lady Nocturne will reach forward a claw and touch the castle on the map.
So as your claw touches it, you feel an energy flow through your arm, and the image on the map burns away to an image that looks like it enlarges from the castle. And your eyes start to glow, and it's now like imagine you got a VR headset and you can kind of look around where you're pointing. And what you see is a castle or a keep of some sort. Those of you who are gathering around can see this as well. It's not just Nocturne. Nocturne controls where to look, but all of you can see it on the map. But this keep looks like it is in shambles. There is pieces of it that are collapsed. There are fires and smoke everywhere. And there are chunks of it that seem like it's missing from reality, where there are just spaces of just black with little stars in the shape of a grid, as if something should be there, but it doesn't exist. And then also strangely, there's a lot of different creatures wandering around that look like video game models that have no design on them. They are just like white oval heads with white oval bodies with like white logs for hands and arms, and it's kind of a strange scene.
Just to clarify, Chase, this looks worse than when we left it.
Much.
Okay.
And then additionally, Nocturne, you do feel like you have a pull, like you can step into that scene and bring everybody with you.
Everyone ready?
Take us there.
I take a step forward.
All right, when you take a step forward, everybody is now that your surroundings melt away and you guys are back in Harrowcourt, but with that very depressing scene that I just told you.
Something horrible has happened. I'm sorry, I don't mean to leave you, but I have to check on Guy. And I'm gonna go running away.
Yeah, as Crunk runs off, Jack will turn to Lady Nocturne and Rue. There's a lot of backstory you're missing, but Crunk, as Crunk noted, this used to be our home. These are all simulacra. They used to have a lot more character, though. Guy is
A
one of them.
pretty small one comes it looks like a person that's like leapfrog jumping towards you. Tally ho, tonight.
Jeez, don't do this to me.
Then hops away.
Oh, Jack, kind of makes as if to go after him for a minute, and then just kind of remembers that he's sort of managing Rue and Lady Nocturne. It didn't look like this when we left. I mean, it was really messed up after Willem half destroyed it, but it looks like things have gotten worse since then.
If I may infer, off the name, Harrow Court?
Yeah.
Would
The
it have
cards
to
led
do
us
with
here.
maybe the taking of the cards? She points at a couple of the, blank spots. This?
Perhaps. Jack laughs kind of darkly. Honestly, I was worried about giving you more information about this place because we've had so many intruders, but that seems a little silly now. I don't really see how things could get much worse.
Roll initiative. I'm just kidding.
That was such a dick move. That was completely unnecessary.
Roll initiative.
All right, Crunk, you head into the. So you try to think yourself to your room.
Yeah.
It does not work.
Oh my god, he runs even faster.
So you're entering Harrow Court.
Yeah.
The main entrance before you get to the hallways with the rooms is your kind of grand table where you guys generally have breakfast, where the archways are. When you get there, you can see that the interior is pretty wrecked as well, but it's still together. It's still holding. There's some tapestries that are on the ground and kind of torn up, and there's some of the stonework that's crumbled down, pieces of the roof that are missing and now to open sky. But you do get to that room, and that room looks quite intact. The table is still intact, and there's something very notable there, which is, number one, the arches are gone. And instead of the arches, there are 4 very large stone chairs. And sitting on those chairs, you see Desna, Norgerber, Caden, and Nethys. In front of them, talking to them as you approach the room, is a very large one of these featureless figures. I'm not really sure what to do with such company. I never really hosted anybody. I was kind of broken until yesterday, but when the bosses get back, I'll try to figure out.
Guy!
Oh, hey, boss.
Oh,
He turns towards you. He has no face, no features, but he does look a lot healthier than he was the last time you saw him.
I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna give him just a huge hug.
Oh, hey, is it a grapple or...
Oh, it's so good to see you up and about and out of my bed.
I don't really... Yeah, sure. Yeah, you too.
You could sound a little more sincere.
No, I mean it.
It's hard to tell with that face, or lack thereof.
I don't know what sincerity means, but I think I got it.
Sorry. We should decorum. My gods, welcome to our humble abode.
The brute has returned.
Says Nethys, looking at you.
I have an intelligence score of 5, so
That
I don't know
was
where
that
that
was
comes
Nethys
from.
or Norgerber?
Sorry, Norgerber.
Okay, I was like, whoa, Nethys coming at Karunk. Holy cow.
Damn.
Oh, just take that as a compliment.
Caden punches Norgerber on the arm. Settle down, won't you? Welcome back, Crunk.
Good to see you as always, Caden. I'm glad you all made it here safely. Norgerber, was it difficult to find your way here?
To find our way here? No.
Just kind of not like a judging kind of question, more of like a how was your trip? You know what? I'm gonna get everyone else.
Yeah, is everybody else falling behind, I imagine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Following Jack's lead.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll go into the next room. Look surprised to see the not arches and instead the gods here.
Look! Guy's feeling better!
Desna's sitting very proper. Norgerber also sitting quite proper. Caden's kind of just lounging back in the chair. Nethys is actually standing, arms behind his back.
Caden just has very bisexual energy.
I love Caden.
Definitely.
To what do we owe the pleasure?
Hey, whoa. We've had a lot of intruders here. Are these two, okay to be here? Says Guy.
I guess they're sanctioned by the gods, so that
They're
has to count for
welcomed by
something.
us. A pantheon is to be formed.
What's a pantheon? Am I supposed to prep something, foods, refreshments? I don't got anything, bosses.
Guy, why don't you just hang over there for a minute? Jack will kind of point
sure.
just off to the side. We don't need
Hey, I'm glad
anything.
you're not dead, and I like the wings.
Jack will flex his wings a little bit, and he'll smile despite himself and say, I'm also glad you're not dead, Guy. Now, if you don't mind, we have to do this thing.
He'll nod and he'll leave. Caden's gonna hop down off of his throne, and he's gonna touch the table in 4 different spots and summon some tankards for everybody. All right, don't start the party too early. Everybody take a seat here, though. 1 person per cup.
Are the cups roughly aligned with where the gods are sitting, or
No, they're in a line at the back of the room, like where the archways used to be.
Got it. Okay.
You do see that there is a white featureless pedestal that used to be the hag statue, but there is a crystal ball sitting upon it. It's another notable thing you would probably see in the room.
Just to clarify, not the one we just bought for
Oh, right. You guys didn't put a
32,000.
crystal ball back yet, did you?
Mm-mm.
No.
No, okay. You just see the pedestal then. My bad.
Okay. I was like, we wasted
haven't been
32,000 gold.
Nope. No, you
Okay,
just see the
okay.
pedestal. No crystal ball.
Cool. Okay. Jack will take a seat at where he used to always sit for breakfast and stuff, which I imagine is maybe at one of the head or foot of the table.
As always, Krung sits next to Jack.
Jack will kind of kick out a chair with his foot and glance at Rue, inviting her to sit on the other side of him.
Oh, yeah. Rue sits in a manner that Caden was sitting.
Chills and slouches.
Yeah.
Rue also has big bisexual energy.
Realizing that he was missing his manners, Kronk is going to scramble to his feet and pull out a chair for Lady Nocturne.
Thank you, dear.
Of course.
She's going to sit down very elegantly.
She called me dear. Comes just creeping through the mental connection. She called me dear.
Jack gives you a mental
I love the difference. Jack
thumbs
just
up.
kicking a chair out. Sit down. Crunk over here. Ooh.
Here you go.
The mental thumbs up like a pop-up emoji.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it kind of floats up in a bubble and then disappears.
Desna stands and gestures to Caden. My dear Caden, please take a seat. I am so sorry that we were interrupted in our previous discussion. I don't know how much of an explanation we can give to you as to why we had to leave, but please trust us that it was in the best interest of everybody. Willem possessed some dangerous tools, and if we were to have stayed behind, it could have made things even more dire. We understand that things are dire now still, but we have trust in this Pantheon that you can find him and you can stop him before this horror reading is complete. You all hold faith in this cause?
Are we supposed to
Yes.
say something? Yeah.
The whole point of this is that you have free will. You can say what you will.
I just mean, is this an oath thing, or are there words to this? Is this part of the ritual?
No, the ritual is simple, as we have decided to go with cadence. There's many ways that this ritual can be completed. They vary from god to god. Some of them are in-depth. Some of them are a bit disturbing.
Could I make a knowledge check to think about what Norgriper's version of this might have been, Chase?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I really want to know. We all stand around in hooded cloaks, and then we slit our hands open and pour blood onto the ground.
He'd probably make it right across the palm, too, because it's Norgriper.
Yeah, obviously. Oh, and that 20.
Wow.
That 20. I know
unbelievable.
exactly
nat
what it
20.
would have been.
Yeah, so the ritual for Norgerber would have involved doing a bit of a poison roulette, and everybody would have had to have tried to stay alive until the Pantheon oath was finished.
Oh my
A
god.
bit dangerous.
Just a little.
Kind of awesome.
Yeah. Could I say that Jack kind of finds himself just wondering, and this errant thought of I wonder what Norgerber's version would have been. And then suddenly he just has this vivid vision of exactly what it would have looked like. All of his companions choking on poison, slowly withering and getting weaker. And then he blinks back to this. Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Caden raises a hand. Mine is just we drink.
I love it.
Desna nods. Simple and effective. Now, if you all hold faith in each other and you hold faith in this cause, then by our powers that we have among the Divine Court, we grant you all the ability to form this pantheon and make this decision together. This will have ripples of all of our followers. Things will change, at least for now. Norgerber kind of does a low growl.
Yes, let us be clear that this pantheon is just temporary. At least that's how it's intended.
Norgi's just like that because he doesn't want to work with me, says Caden. So, if you all accept this, if you are in agreement, somebody give a toast, and then you all drink.
Jack will whisper to Crunk in their brains, Crunk, you go.
A toast. To the things in the world worth saving.
I can get behind that. Jack will take up his goblet.
Nethys snaps his fingers and all of the goblets get like a fun little flame at the top of it.
I've never drank fire before. Glug, glug, glug.
Just down. There we
Rue's
go.
like, yeah, a couple times.
Does Rue shoot it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
Rue shoots it.
all the different ways that we drink this.
Nocturne drink.
Nocturne takes a very small sip of it. Sets the glass down.
Nethys has been completely silent for this whole thing, but Nethys does give you a nod of approval, Nocturne. And Rue and Lady Nocturne, this is your mythic ascension, so between this next session, you guys can add your mythics, and also everybody's going to level up here.
Oh my
no,
gosh.
I just learned my character.
That's
So we're increasing from level 18 to level 19.
that's my line, M.
Yeah, that's really super fair.
That's true.
So everybody can do that between sessions as well, but this is the level up / mythic ascension point here. Good. It is done. The Stolen Fate Accord has been formed. You know your task. We have many things to attend to, but as the Pantheon, if all of you sit at this table, if you are in need of our counsel or anything we can do for you, which I had a discussion with Crunk earlier, I must make sure that we stress this. Our power is not endless, and our intervention is limited. But if you need something, if all of you are at this table, you can summon us.
Before we were
So we all have to be here.
All 4 of you must be here for us to be summoned.
Before, when we were so rudely interrupted, Nethys, I had a few questions for you if you have a moment.
Yes, sure, of course.
Is this like a clear the room situation, or what do you want, Lady Nocturne?
You know, I would prefer you all clear the room, sure.
Well, I need to go to Absalom, so perhaps I get my errand out of the way while this happens.
I will grant you all your secrets.
As Norgerber swirls into shadow and disappears.
Oh, thanks, Shadow Daddy. Okay. Then Jack will leave the room, I guess, with Rue?
Yeah.
My dreamer, do you wish travel to Absalom?
Yes, please.
Desna will step up and like embrace you, Crunk, and her wings will wrap around you, and you guys will wisp away.
This is the same room that the crystal ball is in, right?
It is, yes.
Okay. I'll
Jack's
clear
like,
it
"Damn
and
it."
wait. Yeah, I wanted to look in the crystal ball, but I will wait.
Rue,
And Rue and Jack left.
well, as she follows Jack out, did Caden leave yet?
No, Caden's still chilling.
Okay, I don't have
Uh,
to leave with you, Rue. Jack will just leave because his god's gone. And
no,
apparently
no,
doesn't care to talk to him.
No, she wants to follow. She just like turns around and is walking backwards, following Jack out. Thank you for the drink.
Yeah, of course.
More
Drink
to come.
many more in my honor.
Of course. It'd be my honor.
It'll fuel your power, it'll fuel my power, and most importantly, it'll fuel fun.
Yes. Do you hear that, Jack? And she'll whip
Break
around.
off, Caden, says Nethys. Right. See you around then. And he'll snap and disappear.
My god didn't even say bye to me. He was just like, I'm out of here. I hate this.
Goodbye.
Yeah, he's like my
Jack probably
stupid
prefers
little
that.
brother.
Jack's just sulking off. Fine, I didn't want to talk to you anyway.
You want to discuss things. I'd be concerned if you didn't.
Well, you chose me, so you must have some idea of what this is about.
Well, I have an idea that this horror reading is indeed a bad thing. And you've caught my attention for some time. Your shop is impressive.
I spent my life building it. Very much like to still be standing at the end of all this. If you've been watching me for a while, then you know that I've never really been one for devotion. What is your expectation
Devotion
of
for
me?
me is a bit of an interesting thing. I used to care about it millennia ago. I was a god king for some time. But I've come to learn that some of the most wise and intellectuals, they tend to question things. I don't want blind belief. If I earn it, if you seek something, I'm glad to help.
You offer me this power. What is it you want in exchange?
For now, nothing. That's always prone to change. I have skin in this game for that deck not having a reading done. And for me, that's enough for now.
Very well.
Do you want something out of this? That deck is pretty powerful.
My intention was always to prevent it from being used.
How very noble of you. You might do well in Iomede's court.
I assume Nocturne knows what that means, but I do not.
Oh yeah, Iomade is like she's like the righteous crusader goddess.
Huh. Merely what I understood to be the most optimal path.
That's fair, and I'm glad you're asking questions. Keep asking questions, and I may have something more for you in the future. Consider this a bit of a test, if you will. You might not care to pass it, but you're taking it nonetheless. And I'll be reviewing your results.
Well, then I shall await your assessment.
I love assessments.
Very well. I shall do what I can to assist this Pantheon.
Good. They're a powerful bunch. That deck is actually bound to Crunk as of now. It's going to buy you a little bit more time.
Good.
He's a bit of a wasted specimen on the Dreamer, if you ask me. Powerful magic with that one.
Well, then perhaps we'll have some notes to share.
I like how casual you are in the presence of a god. Not used to that kind of treatment. It's a bit refreshing.
As I said, I've never been one for devotion. A god cursed my family long ago. I've never been much a fan of them since.
What a bastard. Can't say I've never cursed somebody, but I like to think they always have it deserved.
A curse that lasts generations, I can't imagine how that would ever be deserved.
You'd be surprising how many horrible people are out there. So I suppose that is passing the sin from one to another.
Quite. The one thing that that I want to make perfectly clear about this Pantheon. I will, to the best of my ability, complete this task. I will help collect these cards, stop the harrow reading. I do have my reservations about Jack and Crunk. I am concerned of them. If anything happens to Rue, I will not hesitate to destroy them.
A little bit of vengeance. I don't disapprove.
I've become rather attached. Think of her as a child I never had.
We all have our blind sides like that.
Never expected to, but here we are. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to answer my questions.
I'm not sure how much I answered. I know I have to be a bit cryptic, but your terms are fine with me. As soon as that deck is safely in the possession of someone to protect it, our business is concluded as far as I'm concerned, unless you'd wish to evaluate it further.
We can renegotiate at that time, should it be needed.
One cosmic event at a time.
It would be nice to go back to retirement, though, when this is all over. My time as an adventurer, well, I thought it was long done.
Nobody's ever truly in retirement.
Unfortunately.
Thank you for putting your trust in me, Lady Nocturne.
And you and me.
I'll try to not disappoint it.
Same.
With that, you're going to feel an intense heat as he bursts into a hybrid blue and red flame and then disappears.
Well.
The large faceless figure that was in there before is going to come walking in. So it's like the meeting over? Where's all the bosses at? Are you a boss?
Not sure yet. I believe Jack went that way. I'm about to head that direction myself if you care to join me.
If you're not a boss, I'm not going to listen to you. He turns around and leaves.
Very well. And I will just, kind of with my cane, start walking in the direction that I saw Jack and Rue go.
Let's see. Jack and Rue, do you have anything, or should we jump over to Crunk?
Jack doesn't particularly care if Rue is following him or not, so I guess does Rue stick around with Jack? Or...
Yeah, she does. Because she's curious, and where else is she going to go in this kind of weird place? Where are we going?
Jack looks behind him.
Well, I'm not going to just wander off in a random direction in something that is nearly desolated.
Yeah, that's actually probably smart. I don't know how much of the outside is still intact, and there were some weird things out there. I guess you can come with me. Jack will start walking up the stairs toward the
so chipper
hallway. Sorry, I can't summon more enthusiasm and joy while I'm walking through my destroyed home.
I didn't say you had to do that. Tell me more about this. Been here a very long time? Not so very?
I kind of lost track at the time, to be honest. But under a year, and also in some ways a lot longer than that. It's all very weird and complicated. But Jack is making his way toward his room. He does not know that they are intact, so he's just seeing kind of what parts of the castle are still intact. So,
as you get to the rooms, you get to where the doors are at, and the doors look different. They don't match the hallway. They're really crappy, wood shack doors that have little hanging wooden signs on them. And you pass one that has in painted, crude handwriting, it says Stray. And then the next one says Fire Witch. And then the next one says Crunk. And then the next one says Jack.
Is Chase? Is Kingdom's room gone?
Is it not
Kingdom's
there?
room is gone.
But
Jack stops. in the hallway. He counts the doors. He was mid-sentence through, and he just freezes as he looks at these doors.
She does run into it. What? Whoa. What?
No. And Jack starts running down the hall, and he's throwing the doors open, just like checking, like not even seeing. He just is looking for the familiar room and doesn't find it.
Don't see it. No.
And the last one he goes to is his room. He already knows what he's going to see in there, and he just slams the door. It shakes the whole hallway, and he just yells, "Damn it! Gods!" And he'll just like crouch, and actually he'll just like fall and start sobbing in the hallway. This all probably looks very extreme to you, Rue.
It does, but Rue gives him space and then, like, crouches down. Can I help you with anything?
He kind of recovers himself for a moment and just, like, forces his breathing down. I don't think so. Fire Witch? He points to the door sign. But it looks like you have a new room. And we're missing one.
Missing one?
Jack just looks up, like he had kind of buried his face, and he looks up, and his face is like halfway between angry at you, Rue. You know, you guys have been swapped in, basically. But also knowing that, like, you didn't do this rage that can't go anywhere. And he says, there were 3 of us. And now even the last bits of them are just gone. And this is stupid. You shouldn't even know them. It's not even your fault. I don't know why I'm yelling at you. You didn't ask for this room. Sorry. And he, like, pushes himself back up, kind of smooths his wings, and, like, collects himself.
You don't have to apologize. I know what that loss is that you have, and I know that sorry is not something that would cover it, because who am I? I did not know, but if you need to take it out on someone, you can.
Yeah, I think I'll save that for the person who really deserves it.
Guy comes walking down the hallway. Hey, you call for me, boss?
Where's Gingham's room?
Oh, little boss? Yeah, sorry about that. That shadowy figure with the sparkly eye, he had me reformat the rooms, and he seemed kind of frightening and important, so I listened to him. But hey, I saved some of the things you had in that room. It felt important. Come with me, I'll show you.
Jack will follow Guy.
He leads you into, like, the center of the keep, which is like open sky, where you guys had your training grounds that you used to spar. And instead of training grounds, now in the middle of that little courtyard, there's a little garden surrounding the outskirts. And in the center, on a little stone pedestal, is the shrine that you guys had created for Gingham. I mean, I can throw it out if it's not important. It felt like it meant something, and I would have kept the room intact, but I'm still kind of spent.
Oh, God, Guy,
from dying.
It's perfect.
It's
Jack
literally a collection of garbage.
Yeah, it's perfect. Jack gives Guy a hug. Thank you.
Why y'all keep grappling me like that today? Is everything okay?
It's fine, and he shoves Guy off of him, like, quickly going back.
This isn't the sparring grounds anymore, so, like, keep those weapons away.
Thanks, Guy. Rue.
Hey, is that the Fire Witch?
I think so. Rue, meet Gingham. And Jack points to the little shrine with the little gingham hat and all the little weird garbage and lots of twine and the boomerang and all that stuff.
Oh,
Kyle, shake your hand with just like a stick arm. Firewitch is kind of an offensive term for redheads, I would think, but I mean, hey.
I've been called worse. Although I have notes on the other sign, Stray. You should change that. Her name is Lady Nocturne.
Ugh, I'm so tired. I guess so.
Just that one. Firewitch is fine. I want to look at this more. Gingham?
Yeah. Boss's
Oh.
orders, Guy, by the way, on that.
Yeah,
Fix
I'm
the
on it.
sign.
Yeah, if Lady Nocturne had seen that, she would have been so pissed.
Bruce, like,
Stray.
damage control. You call me what you want. You be respectful of the lady.
The lady. So I think Jack and Rue will just pass the remaining amount of time with Jack just telling Rue about stories of Gingham and how incredibly weird they were.
Rule just be full attention, ask the prompting questions.
He
and
will
just-
leave out the part about Ginny and kind of familial relationship with them,
Yeah.
though. And
Yeah.
he'll leave out Mordecai too, actually. Just all of that.
So it's more just a reminisce.
It's just like the stuff we did together. Yeah.
Rule just let Jack reminisce, have that moment.
I assume Lady Nocturne just gets lost. Like,
Just kind of
she
wanders
tried to
around.
follow where
Hello?
you guys went, but you went down a hallway at some
Yeah.
point, and so Lady Nocturne's just kind of like wandering and examining and just trying to get an idea for the magic that built this place.
I love that. All right, excellent. Well, they're all wandering Harrow Court. Crunk, after your embrace with Desna, you woke up nicely tucked into a bed in what you would recognize as one of the napping meditation chambers for Desna in the Temple of Absalom. You've visited here
Frequently.
semi-frequently.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Crunk is going to yawn, stretch, roll out of bed into an awkward fashion because he's laying there in full plate and it's probably kind of hard to stand up. There's a clatter, a bang, and then he stands and looks around to see if anybody saw that awkward mess.
Yeah, you're alone in this chamber right now. It's like a personal chamber, so like nobody's around you at the moment.
Thank goodness. Okay, I'm gonna walk out.
Yeah, you walk out, and outside of the little meditation chambers is kind of the communal worship area for Desna. There are sacrificial shrines and statues. And as soon as you step out, you would somebody would immediately catch your attention. You see somebody familiar, Crunk. And before we go into that, I will have you describe what this character looks like.
Oh, how fun. There's this woman, and she's got like light teal hair and light teal markings on her forehead, which are like upside down triangles in a row, and then a little chevron on her chin pointing up. She looks like maybe she's a little bit older, and she's holding Harrow cards in her hand. Her clothing is bright yellow and blues and reds, and she has a blade tucked into her waistband. She's got golden jewelry bangling around her neck, wrists, and waist, and she's smiling with all of her teeth.
All right, Crunk. This woman is currently not wielding these Harrow cards and is kneeling in front of one of the shrines praying. You recognize this woman as Zalara Esmeralda. She was a very meaningful lore speaker, aka teacher, for you at the Magambia.
Lore speaker or lore keeper?
Lore speaker.
Okay. Crunk is rooted in place for a moment as he just remembers all of the things that happened at the Magambia and what this person means to him. And then he's going to slowly walk forward until he's standing behind her and says, "Lore speaker Zalara?"
She gasps and she turns around and looks at you. and she just like looks absolutely awestruck. Tears well in the corners of her eyes. Karanok, is that you? And with that, I think we'll have this be continued next time.
A name hath been revealed.
Only third session. Only 3 seasons in, guys.
Yeah,
This
I'm
is
taking
fine.
I'm taking notes on that one for sure.